back to my channel. My name is Kelly Morgan. I'm a registered dietitian, and today we are going to talk about my fitness routine. I've been asked this a lot, and I just wasn't sure how I was going to film it, but I had my daughter help me, and I hope I answer all the questions that you have. So I truly believe movement is medicine. The research is clear that working out helps you live a healthier, longer life free of disease. And if you are on a weight loss journey, of course, food matters more than exercise when it comes to losing weight. You have to get in a calorie deficit. But according to the National Weight Control Registry, which tracks people who've lost a significant amount over time, people who have lost weight and kept it off do on average of an hour a week. And I personally have lost 20 to 25 pounds 16 years ago, and I've kept it off through 2 pregnancies. I'm 42 now, and I owe it to a plant-based diet and exercising. And I personally do work out for an hour a day. Some days it's a little longer, some days it's 45 minutes. So on average throughout the week, it is an hour a day. So for my mental health, I love working out outside, and this hasn't been the case. I've been working out every day since I was 11, which is so crazy when I think about it, but I love to walk outside now. The place I live now, I've got beautiful walking areas and loops that I love, but before I went to college in Syracuse, New York, where you can barely walk outside ever, so I've always been lucky to have a treadmill. Walking and running have been my 2 favorite forms of movement. I don't love strength training, which we'll get into later, but I know it's really important, so I do it. So just find something that you love. If you love spin classes or dance classes or walking or running, you're not gonna do something long-term that you don't love. And one thing I always think to myself is, if I can't do this in 20 years, I don't wanna do it today, and I also don't wanna injure myself. So I used to run a lot more. In my 30s, that was kind of like my running era. I was too chubby in my 20s. At least my early 20s. I was running in my 30s, and I was really proud of it. It was mostly on the treadmill, but I ran every single day, about 25 miles a week, which for me is a lot. But as I got older, it started to hurt my knees a little bit, and I just don't want to feel like I'm wearing out my body. I want to do more low impact movement. So I really started walking after Max was born. He's almost 5 now, and I just love it. The only time I run now is when I'm doing the treadmill, just because it's more boring than walking outside. So I never run outside anymore. I'll run to chase Max when he scooters downhill. So I do get a little bit of interval work that way. But walking, it feels so good. That is what our bodies were just meant to do, is walk. And then I do a lot more low impact stuff with my weights. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you what I wear to work out, which is silly. I'm gonna show you my favorite exercises and the equipment that I have in my house. And if you have any other questions related to working out, I'm happy to do a part 2. I wanna give you guys what you want to know, but I didn't want this video to be like 20 minutes, so let's get into it. So I'm getting ready to go for my walk. I thought I'd show you what I wear. I definitely go for function over fashion when I'm on my walks. I have my big old Amazon hat. I will link. I will wear sunglasses. I have on my herbal face food, the cream, for a little bit of natural sunscreen. I have switched over from using my AirPods to, I just ordered, you know, what are these, like old-fashioned ones, trying to reduce my EMF or whatever that is. I will tell you, it's a little annoying, but I'm trying. And then I usually wear a cropped shirt if it's warm outside, either short or long sleeve, so that I can get a little bit of sun on my stomach. And then I'm obsessed with the Lululemon speed shorts. They're all I wear to work out in the summer, and then I switch over to the Lulu Aligns. And it's not that I love my legs, that they're actually what I like least about my body. I'm embracing them though, now that I'm older. At least I got legs at work, girls. But I just like them really short, so I get suntan on my legs. And then for shoes, I have worn Adidas Gel Nimbus. I'll link these 2 for, 12, 15 years. I switched over to the Hokas, which are so super comfy, but they started to give me blisters on my walks. I can wear them on the treadmill, but on my walks, they give me blisters. So this is my uber fashionable look, and I'm leaving for my 4-mile walk. Okay, so when I'm walking, I pump my arms, I suck in my tummy, and I kind of do like a little twist. So I feel like I am really slimming my hips and my waistline. Okay, so my primary exercise is walking outside. It's just good for my mental health. I love getting the fresh air. I love being able to push Max in the stroller, but we always need a backup plan, whether you go to the gym or you like to work out outside. So I am fortunate enough to have a home gym. It's nothing like super crazy or fancy, but come here and I'll show you what we got. Just so I can always have a little movement. All I really think you need is a piece of cardio equipment, and if you're starting brand new today, you don't have anything, I would invest in a treadmill, and I would invest in a good quality treadmill. I've always bought always. I've only needed 2 since I was 15. A gym quality treadmill. They're used to being used 10 hours a day. So these things are going to last you a long time. My first one lasted me probably 15, 20 years. And back then I used it every single day. Now I use it a few times a week. And when I'm on the treadmill, I like to run just because it's a little bit more boring. So I always do 4 miles, no matter if I'm outside or on the treadmill. I run 3 miles and then I walk 1 mile uphill. And I watch TV. This is when I do all my girly TV time. There's Goldie. Okay, now, the Peloton. The Peloton. Does anything say 2020 like a Peloton? I don't think so. You guys, I don't even have my membership turned on right now. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I am not a cycle person. I had a fantasy that everyone in my family would use the Peloton and I would use it like once a week. That happened in 2020, a little bit during 2021. I gave myself a challenge one summer to do it twice a week, and I just don't enjoy it. And I think it's because I have to watch the Peloton people. If I'm in here, I really want to watch like girly TV and girly YouTube. I want to watch my Lisa D1. I want to watch my Makeup by Tiffany D. I want to watch like total girl shows. So I think that's what keeps me from doing the Peloton. So sometimes I think about turning it back on, but it's $40 a month and I just have other things I would like to do. So, okay, let me show you this piece of gym equipment. Does anything say 2021 like having a home piece of gym equipment? I don't think so, but we have it and we like it. This is my husband's favorite machine at the gym, so I'm not gonna lie and say I do a ton over here, but this is, for me, I like to do my little tricep presses on here, work my arms. I don't do much, but it is here if I wanted to. And you guys, this little rebounder I got on Facebook Marketplace for $30. And I love it. So I always come in here and do a few bouncies. Max really likes it. It's fun. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I've had a rebounder I bought before and I've gotten rid of because I don't use it a ton, but I like to bounce around on it. I don't do like full workouts in it, but I really do like it. So if you just bought one thing, get yourself some dumbbells, which we're gonna talk about in a second, and get yourself a treadmill. Okay, the other thing I love doing, guys, and this is so important, especially as when we get older, is you need some sort of toning and you need to do something you love. So I have 3, 5, 8, and 10 pound dumbbells. I use the 10s and the 3s the most, whether I'm doing toning or strength. I don't love lifting weights, and I'm kind of built like a gymnast. Like, I'm short, a little stocky, and I get muscles really easy, but that just makes me look bigger. So I really want like long, lean lines. So I do mostly like bar and Pilates type movements, but then I do 1 to 2 days where I do lift my weights, do my lunges, my squats, all that good stuff. So I love Obey Fitness. They have a ton, they have everything from sculpt, bar, Pilates, yoga, strength. So that's a really good place. I think I still have a coupon code. I will leave down below for that one. But there's so much stuff on YouTube. You don't have to pay to do anything. Just whatever you're in the mood to do, look it up on YouTube and there is gonna be a free video. There's lots of IGTVs that have great workouts. I love the Carolyn Dexler workouts. I like that kind of movement, like Pilates, bar, ballerina. I love a good booty band. I just upgraded my booty bands to these. I'll leave them down below because my other ones, they kept snapping my big booty, you guys. These like stay in place. I love them. Goldie likes them too. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it gave you some encouragement that just anything you do is better than nothing. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to leave your house. I had not a subscription. I joined a Pilates studio for 4 months when Max started school. And as much as I loved it, I just realized it took so much time. The class was an hour and it was about a 15-minute drive there and back. And I just felt like I should like look a little cuter, put a little concealer and mascara on. So it was like a 2-hour event when all was said and done, and I still wanted to do my walk, and that was 2 hours of working out. So that just didn't work for me. I totally loved it, and I will do that in another time of my life. But for right now, I'm working out mostly 99% of the time out at home or outside. And here's the other thing, you guys, where I work out has changed based on how old Max is. So when he was really little, I would bring my mat in here into my family room. So he'd have more space to play with all his toys and I would do it there. And then for the last, 3.5 years, we do it locked in my bedroom. So he can play around, he can't get out into the house and get in trouble, and he can lay in bed and watch a little TV show. So I literally just like shove everything under the bed and I just bring my computer in there and it's really helpful. So now that he's at school, I'm trying to do it more in the workout room. One, just so I don't have all that stuff in my bedroom. And then 2, just so I feel like I'm in more of like a workout mode than like being in my bedroom. So make it work for you. It doesn't have to be fancy. I'll link everything I showed that I can find. I buy everything on Amazon. So everything I use, that mat that I have is amazing. It's super plush. Because once we got rid of the carpet in this house, I have an outinverted tailbone. I've got a big booty, but for some reason it's bony. Don't ask me how that's possible. But my booty, I couldn't do abs on the floor anymore. So I bought that thick pad. It's amazing. So I'll link that and my booty bands and all that good stuff. So I hope this answers some of your questions. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, which is really fun. I've enjoyed making these YouTube videos and I hope you've enjoyed watching them.